Tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the AAC. As we'll see, the Florida Atlantic Owls taking on the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Offense set on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But the transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Still running at the 40. He's off to the races. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
What a great run there. On a 3rd-and-1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
They're playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get first downs.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Dukes have it with a 1st and goal. Here we go. They'll try to power it in. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3.
Let's go.
After the run, now to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
He'll call for the fair catch here. First down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun, running back on the move. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll lead the offense out there on 4th down. Fires left. Incomplete. The defense holds.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ross. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Knight. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Dukes racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got it in the middle, it's Penny.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, it's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Going to run it. It's Campbell. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The give to the back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. He's up to 41 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And that's just mano-a-mano, receiver one-on-one man coverage. He's got to win. He's got to get back and cross the defender's face, fight back to the football, make the catch to pick up that first down.
Wide receiver shows motion. They're going to run it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it and fires to the left. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
On the play. Second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, James Madison, 7, Florida Atlantic, 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for space. It's Campbell. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Fancher. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
James Madison, 7. Florida Atlantic, 0.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
A loss of 12 on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. He's looking to throw. Makes the pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Snags it down the right side. Off he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, James Madison.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
Florida Atlantic, 0.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The give out of the gun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. He's up to 57 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Fancher. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Dukes headed quickly to the line.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
He wants to throw. Finds his tight end. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He's got it. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Going for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dukes. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again. The offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Fancher. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
He's going to throw deep right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. They're working that left side. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Touchdown, James Madison! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points was waiting on them.
Number 9 makes the catch and takes it in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. BYU is running away with this one, and they're just itching to ring that victory bell. They're up by 28 over the Coyotes. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Power football with the run. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. To the air, it's Fancher, feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's caught downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
from the gun. They'll give it on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Rides to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Looking downfield, it's Fancher. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Owls.
Touchdown.
Getting set for the point after.
Number 10. Ball today in the end zone.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Now he can return this. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. Past the 10. He takes it all the way back for the 2.
I don't care about plays. I don't care about yards. All I care about, did they get points? Could I bow my neck up when it mattered most? And how about the defense? Forcing the turnover. Doesn't matter that they gave up yards. Doesn't matter that they ran a bunch of plays. All that matters is they bowed up, found a way to turn the football over, and get it back to their offense.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, James Madison, 30, Florida Atlantic, 6.
The Dukes will boot it away to start the second half.
Set to kick this one.
The fair catch called for and made. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Fancher. Looking left. Fires and picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. To the ground with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Snap it to the back. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
Lofts one high and deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Touchdown, Dukes! And the stomping has commenced.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point. Game one going exactly how they scripted it.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Looking for a man. It's Fancher. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Unloads it left. Oh, picked off. Touchdown, James Madison. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
To the air, it's Fancher. Unloads to the wideout. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that.
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass, and just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes! And the pummeling has started. On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. NC State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Raleigh. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Coming out with it, it's Tucker. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The corners are walked up tight. He'll come out throwing on first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, James Madison.
That quarterback's in zone coverage. They have to see it, and they have to manipulate defenders, and they don't. You could tell the middle linebacker reading his eyes the whole way, breaks on the football, and then turns into an offensive player and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
He's marked down at the 22. Third down coming.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Coming after him. Pulls it in. It's Hayes.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Now on the return. Makes a move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's up to 94 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. And the Dukes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Lasso! The back goes in motion. They'll run the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Dukes want to move quickly.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Cut it!
trying to slam in. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, James Madison, 61, Florida Atlantic, 6.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On the option. Touchdown, Dukes! And the beatdown has ensued.
They were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
68, Florida Atlantic, 6.
Fair catch, called for and made. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Now on second down and short. Looking to throw, it's Fancher. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Taking it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Touchdown, James Madison! And the route is on.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
James Madison, 79, Florida Atlantic, 6.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
The Florida Atlantic Atlantic offense will return to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Offense gets set for second down. Scanning the field, it's Fancher. They're trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line.
Will take over. First and 10.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the fourth quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback on the keeper. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Give him 109 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So good luck stopping him.
On the move is the 30. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Dukes! And the punishment has been extended.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Back to throw, it's Fancher. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot.
Got a lot of running room. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
He wants to throw it again. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
The Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. He definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what